So, warten wir noch mal kurz. So, läuft es? Ja, läuft. Okay. Gehen wir hier noch mal um auf Spielaufnahme. Ups. Auf. Jawohl, Temmo. Los geht's. Overwhelmingly positive an die Bewertung. Richtig geiles Game jetzt. Oh, den Sound muss ich aufstellen. Ah! Das ist ja der Sound. Lass ich erstmal wirken und hol mal was zu trinken. Hat was, oder? Hat was, finde ich. Und sie ist immer noch heiß. We highly recommend playing Kathy Rain before Kathy Rain 2. You want to see a recap of Kathy Rain Director's Cut? Ja, es ist noch relativ frisch bei uns. Aber machen wir mal.
In 1995, my grandfather died in Conwell Springs, my hometown.
Yeah.
I returned for the funeral after being away since childhood. In 1995,
Ja, okay.
I learned
Mal.
I learned that my grandpa had been investigating strange occurrences surrounding a mysterious presence in the forest. However, something happened to him in the woods, putting him in a vegetative state for over a decade.
In a vegetable state.
To solve this mystery, I teamed up with Eileen Summers, my college roommate. A Christian nerd and a biker badass. It was a match made in heaven.
Aber sie war auch heiß, ein bisschen, auf ihre Art und Weise.
A local church turned out to harbor a secret cult, worshipping the malevolence in the woods, referring to it as the Old God.
Mhm.
An endangered hallucinogenic flower, the red scythe, was somehow connected to the Old God's power.
Okay.
As we came closer to the truth, a servant of the Old God made himself known in dreams and visions, the Crimson One, a scheming trickster.
Okay. Also soweit, ne, haben wir das alles recht gut, glaube ich, rekapituliert.
Things came to a head when the priest of the corrupt church, Isaac Price, abducted Eileen, intending to offer her to the old god. I managed to track them down and have Isaac thrown in jail, but Eileen was in a catatonic state and was about to suffer the same fate as my grandfather. I continued alone and found my way into a great field of red scythes in the depths of the forest. Greeted by the Crimson One, I descended into the old god's bizarre realm, a place straddling the line between the physical and the otherworldly.
Mhm. In den Arnus im Wald bin ich mit der Rolltreppe gefahren.
The powers of that place tried to break me. My past trauma was manifested and turned against me, including my shadow, an evil doppelganger.
Mhm. Den ich auch nicht umbringen konnte, ne? Mutter habe ich ja abgestochen. Vater ist zu Tode gestürzt, aber der Doppelgänger ist einfach nur abgezischt.
I defeated these foes and emerged back into the real world.
Ja, ich habe sie alle
As I
vernichtet.
left Conwell Woods, I set the flowers ablaze to eradicate the evil at its root.
Mhm. Okay.
In my absence, Isaac Price took the coward's way out in his jail cell.
Coward's way out. Oh, ja, stimmt ja.
When I returned, Eileen had awoken. She was safe. It was time for us both to go back home.
Okay. This game is intended for mature audiences and contains graphic of horror, explicit violence, suicide, and other disturbing imagery. Your discretion is advised. Press the key or mouse button to proceed. Hätte mich gar nicht beeilen müssen, ne? Guck sie dir an. Wieder total besoffen. Beim Schnarchen. Oh, zuckersüß die Optik. Zuckersüß. Oh Gott, sieht das gut aus.
We're closed.
Oh, sie ist heißer geworden.
For fuck's sake.
So mal eine Schippe draufgelegt, oder? Toll das aussieht.
Hey, kid.
Oh, Lucas.
Gee, what happened to you? Looks like somebody's been through the ringer.
You should mind your own business, old man, before I bring up your ex-wife.
Hey, now, I'm just looking out for a former student of mine. And you're always my business.
Oh, I bet I am. That's the only way a has-been like you could ever stay relevant.
Ha! Yeah, that must be it. Now, you gonna invite me in and just let me stand here like an asshole?
Fine, come in then. You want some coffee?
I got enough, old sis, thank you very much. That brew you make is rancid.
Oh, I did that on purpose. I wanted to do detective work, not dumb chores like some airbrained secretary.
Feigning incompetence, huh? Clever move.
I guess so. I just wish that shrewdness of mine could make me some money.
There's my segue. Did you hear the news on the Soothsayer?
Soothsayer.
I never took you for a sucker, Lucas. This is Cassidy. There's no way that reward is legit.
You're wrong. Mayor Adams is different. He's the real deal.
And you know this how exactly?
Well, because it just so happens that I was hired to find dirt on the guy. I got nada. Zip. He's a total Boy Scout.
Whatever. We're still talking about a serial killer. Do I look suicidal to you?
Okay, cool.
Kinda. You passed out at noon, stinking of booze, and that eviction notice hanging over your head isn't doing you any favors.
That's none of your concern. I'm handling it. I just need a goddamn case. A normal case. Free of homicidal maniacs.
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Things are looking kinda dry on that front, you dig?
Oh, God. Please don't try to sound hip, Lucas. Your Dick Tracy imitation is cringeworthy enough.
I suppose you could always
Tracy.
pawn off that bike of yours. Buy you another month or two.
Tell him, Mildred. Lose the Catmobile? I'd rather chop off my left tit.
I may be a has-been, but I'm fairly sure that self-mutilation will do you much good. A couple $100K, on the other hand.
I love money just as much as the next girl, but, I mean, This isn't just a long shot. It's about as likely as Mildred turning vegan and taking up juggling.
Come on, one more case, for old time's sake. 50-50 split. How could anyone beat my rugged charm and your youthful vigor?
Lucas, we both know you're about as charming as a clown at a funeral. And the last time I saw my vigor was 3 tequila bottles ago.
All right. I know what I'm beating. I'll drop it.
Look, thanks for the tip. I might actually take a shot at that bounty, but you need to accept that we're not a team anymore. We had a good run, but I have my own thing going. Look, see? My name is on the frosted glass and everything.
I can respect that. You're not allergic to a little quid pro quo from time to time, though, are you?
Now, that I can do. That's how the world works anyway. It's all just an endless circle jerk of quid pro fucking quo.
I don't quite see things that way. But my door is always open if you'd like to discuss the case.
Okay.
Sure. May the best woman win.
You telling me I'd look good in a dress? Later, kid.
Bye, Lucas.
Ja. Damit. Kann ich dieses Spiel spielen? Oder sind die erotischen Energien zu...
Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. I should have information on the Soothsayer somewhere in this room.
Wie süß das alles ist, dieses Aufpoppen und so. Ach Gott, ist das alles geil gemacht. Ein bisschen wie bei Shardstone, die Optik, finde ich. Ah? Also, sie ist doch kein Journalist geworden, sondern Privatdetektiv, ne? Und hat bei hier dem Columbo-Verschnitt irgendwie da die ganzen Tricks gelernt. Das heißt, sie ist jetzt wahrscheinlich Ende 20, Anfang 30 so. Eine Katze, die Mildred heißt. Mildred war der Zwischenname von ihrer Mitbewohnerin. Eileen. Und ich bin Alkoholikerin.
Thanks for the headache, you Mexican jerk.
Sehe aber noch gut aus. Sehe noch frisch aus.
What bills? Never saw those. Nope, no siree. Yeah. Maybe there's something about the killings in these papers. All right. I found a few interesting articles about the most recent murder.
Okay. Lockpicks. Gut. Ah, die gute alte Stun-Gun. Und mein komisches Feuerzeug. Diesmal kommt der Papa bestimmt vor. Erstmal Notebook, Soothsayer. Also diesmal ist anscheinend die Rahmenhandlung, ich muss einen Serienmörder finden.
Cassidy's first and only serial killer. The only thing standing between me and a massive payday.
Massive? Telefonnummern? Find Info und Soothsayer. Das sind erledigte Aufgaben. Okay, cool. Gucken wir mal eine Zeitung. Deborah! Cassidy ist die Stadt, in der wir leben. Okay. Soothsayer targets best-selling author. Cassidy serial killer hits high-profile victim. At age 49, the one and only Deborah Sinclair was tragically taken from us. He was stabbed to death on May 8 in her iconic cabin. The chilling signature mirror left on the scene. Signature mirror, okay, es wird immer ein Spiegel hinterlassen. Left on the scene made it clear that she had become yet another. Und ich liebe es jetzt schon auszusprechen. Soothsayer victim. Der Rest interessiert mich nicht. Okay, das ist die Hütte. We are told by sources in the Cassidy Police Department that there was no sign of a break-in, and no items of value were stolen. The cause of death came as no surprise. Acute blood loss caused by a sharp force trauma. Abgestochen. The circumstances surrounding this crime are strikingly similar to the original casualty of the Soothsayer, Rose Taylor, also a middle-aged woman, stabbed to death in her home. Okay, der mag also keine Frauen. This makes 5 victims in 3 months, and the lack of results on the case is starting to anger the citizens of Cassidy. Mayor Adams gave the following statement on May the 11th. I'll be the first to admit that I hoped to see swifter progress concerning these killings. We plan to evaluate more radical measures in the coming weeks. The chief of police had no comment. Oh, plumbing repair replacement. Das muss ich mir... Okay. You know what? Auf alten Schiffen lernt man segeln. Ja. Meinst du, dass ich auch mit... Das hier... Columbo und sie... Meinst du, die hatten auch so... Meinst du? Obwohl Casey, ich glaube die, naja, nicht wählerisch, glaube ich. Soothsayer viciously murders Deborah Sinclair. The famous writer's life has met an abrupt end. Guck mal, da trinkt sie Tee. Das ist ihre Signatur. Sinclair with her signature Japan Tea. Hat sie immer gern getrunken. Ja. Entschuldigung, ich muss immer alles sexualisieren. Ich muss damit aufhören. Ich bin einfach nur ein Opfer. We are devastated to report that the 5th victim of the Soothsayer was none other than acclaimed author Deborah Sinclair, one of the most recognized faces of Cassidy. Loyal readers of Sinclair may realize that the previous victim, Jane Doe, was slain on the publication anniversary of Storm Chaser, one of Sinclair's classic novels. Ah. Das ist seltsam, okay. Das vorherige Opfer, das am Publikationsgeburtstag eines Buches von ihr. Okay, also haben diese Bücher anscheinend irgendeinen Zusammenhang? Also die Opfer haben einen Zusammenhang und Zusammenhang sind im Moment Autor und Autor hat Buch geschrieben. Ich bin wirklich ein Schwein. Ich bin wirklich ein Schwein und ich reflektiere das aber auch. Ich bin ein sexistisches Schwein. Ich weiß nicht warum. Ob es eine Mischung aus Notgeilheit ist und in den 80ern groß geworden, aber ich arbeite ja dran. Weißt du, ich gelobe ja Besserung. Na, darum bin ich hier. Guck mal, man zieht sich immer das Publikum heran, was man verdient hat. A simple coincidence, do these murders have a deeper connection to the author? Ja, auf jeden Fall. Guck mal, die Zeitung übernimmt das Denken für mich, das ist gut. The murder occurred in... Also okay, jetzt wo der... Hier, ne? Ist eine Milf. Ist eine Milf, auf jeden Fall. Das wollte ich... Das habe ich unterdrückt. Das wollte ich eigentlich nicht sagen. The murder occurred in Sinclair's famous writer's retreat near the border of the national park. The National Park Service, NPS, was first on the site and is currently in control of the crime scene. As the NPS lacks the necessary training and resources to conduct murder investigations, we should expect that the crime scene will soon be handed over to the Soothsayer task force at the KPD. For now, the body has been transported to a city morgue, awaiting clearance for a pathological examination. Chief Ranger Samuel Walker had the following comment. We are still establishing all of the facts surrounding this crime. Please be patient. We all want to do right by Deborah. Deborah Sinclair was a longtime friend of the Gazette and led a prolific life with more than 30 novels published during her lifetime. 30 Bücher. On this sad day, we mourn the loss of cultural icon and we pray that her death will be the last at the hands of the vile Soothsayer. Okay. Aber es war ja nicht das einzige Opfer.
All
5
right,
Stück.
I think that's everything I've got on Deborah in here. When I'm ready to leave, I should be able to learn more about the other victims at the library.
Okay, gut. Kätzchen. Can you pet the cat?
Who's the best fluff ball?
Wetten, es gibt ein Achievement. Wetten?
Couldn't agree more.
Täuschend.
Plotting world domination as usual, Mildred? I better get those pets in then.
Süß. Aber da hat die PR-Abteilung nicht aufgepasst. Wenn man eine Katze streichelt, muss man ein Achievement bekommen. Nee, das war Pet the Dog, nicht Pet the Cat. Entschuldigung, ich habe Scheiße erzählt. Fast clipwürdig. Scheiß Beweismaterial aufnehmen.
My radio, with a built-in cassette player. I prefer the quiet right now.
Ja, bist ruhiger geworden, ne? Trinkst Tequila.
Mildred's abode. Nothing out there but a brick wall and a bucket load of misery.
Was mir gefällt, sie ist ein Hauch weniger zynisch. Das gefällt mir. Ist viel sympathischer gleich vom ersten Moment an.
That cranky drawer is stuck good.
Und sieht geil aus.
I know Eileen had some magic trick to get it open. Too bad she's not around. It's a plastic laminator, a machine used to encase paper and other thin objects in transparent plastic. I mainly use it for fake IDs.
Cool.
My private investigator's license issued last year.
Nice.
I was worried how Lucas would react, so I applied for it behind his back. I couldn't have been more wrong, though. That old fart has been nothing but supportive since then.
Ja.
Just outdated casework. Can't bring myself to take them down. When there's new messages, it blinks. It's high-tech like that.
Oh, in welchem Jahr sind wir denn jetzt? Ich glaube, wir sind jetzt um die 2000er, glaube ich, ne? Noch nee, Moment, dann hätten wir doch alle ein Handy. Mit 2000 schon ein Handy? Oder sind das noch die 90er? Irgendwie so.
Various reference books and technical manuals. The city we're in, unfortunately.
Das haben sie auch gut gemacht. Guck mal. Sieht man kann nicht immer alles sofort lesen, sondern man muss noch hin. So, das finde ich gut. Das ist so ein bisschen albern, aber ist so ein bisschen mehr Exploration-Gameplay. Ne, man muss noch immer mit dem Mauszeiger drauf.
My biggest fan, as depressing as that is.
Gut. Gehen wir nicht weiter drauf ein.
Empty. All this gumshoe has left to pawn is her dignity.
Wäre mir schon so ein Euro wert.
The yellow pages. Handy for looking up people and businesses. No dice. Hardly a shocker, she was a celebrity.
Okay. Da kann ich wieder die Namen raussuchen. Haben wir schon aus dem ersten Teil.
An article in the Chicago Tribune about the Whitmore affair. My big breakthrough case last year.
Okay.
I've been meaning to get it framed, but I've been too busy with important things. You know, like drinking alone.
Mhm. So eine Alkoholikerin sieht ja echt noch viel zu gut aus. Kamera. Hey, cool. Die nehme ich mit.
I should grab this in case I need to snap some shots.
Ah, geil. Und als erstes fotografieren wir Katze.
Better not. Knowing me, I'll end up with no film left and a million goofy cat photos.
Ja. Okay. Schnurografie. Achievement freigeschaltet. Widerstand der Versuchung, die Katze zu fotografieren. Okay, cool. Living Area. Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
Extra helmets. Eileen used to wear one of them back when things were different.
Aha! Er hat das doch mal gesagt. Ich glaube, Marco hat es gesagt, oder? dass Eileen und ich, dass Eileen und Casey ein Pärchen wird? Da ging was anscheinend. Da schwingt doch sowas mit.
Every biker worth her salt has got a box like this somewhere. Useful things for when the Catmobile needs a tune-up.
Make-up?
Nah, I'll live with my current face. This might be useful.
Fingerabdrücke. Ein kleiner Make-up-Pinsel.
Eileen and me, before Rain investigation started going downhill. We worked great together, didn't we? I wish things didn't have to go the way they did.
Oh, das klingt aber nicht so gut.
Uh-oh. That's quite a tequila face you got there,
Aber sie war eine
Kathy.
christliche, ne? Also. Sie, also. Alkoholiker und so eine christliche, das ist, weiß ich nicht.
Ugh, don't make me hurl. I'm way too hungover for coffee. Keeps me in perfect timing. Various spices and condiments gathering dust. No time to do the stupid dishes. I've got a case to solve.
Richtig so. Kannst du morgen immer noch machen.
Standard electric oven. Barely used.
Postcard.
A postcard left by Jimmy Cochran, that strange old geezer I met at a mental institution a few years ago. He was discharged a year after we met, and for some reason he seems to think I had something to do with it.
Hey! Bist du noch aus Teil 1, Jimmy? Den wir im bekloppten Hausen da besucht haben, in der Irrenanstalt? Und dadurch, dass wir irgendwie da im Anus im Wald diese Geschichte gemacht haben, haben wir ihn vielleicht auch so ein bisschen wieder aus seiner Geistesgestörtheit befreien können. Weil wir die Pflanzen abgefackelt haben und the Source irgendwie geschwächt haben. Ja. So ein Schuh draus. Ja, der lebt also noch.
I better not open that. Wouldn't want the mold to spread.
Okay. Photo.
It's a photo I took of the West End Bridge here in the city back in the day. Teenage Kathy had one of those artsy photographer phases. Nah, no fun alone and sober. How's it hanging, Lampy? I better put that away later. For
Yeah.
God's sake. That little rascal has proven that yes, cats can get drunk.
Da grinste. Ne, wenn ich das Bier anklicke, da grinste.
My walk-in closet. It's a real mess in there. I better not open the door or I'd risk spilling all sorts of shit out here. Still same old cast.
Ja.
I
And
shouldn't
back.
need to bring that. There's storage on the bike if I need it. Maybe later. The red one goes better with this set. Manhunt. I prefer their old material, but their latest album wasn't half bad. Oh, Cryptic Chaos. Can't wait till they're back in town.
Schlechten
Yeah,
Musikgeschmack
I
hat sie auch
figured the
noch.
room needed some extra groove. I wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy.
Hint. Kathy will automatically go to bed when you have completed all daily tasks. Okay, danke für den Tipp. Das war's. Jetzt geht's rein in die Action. Alles angeklickt, was es hier gibt. Wissen wir uns. Muppet! Ist geil. Das mag ich. Das ist ein bisschen hoffnungsvoll und upbeat. Die Landschaft noch mehr genießen. Hat auf der Straße mal wieder die Zeit vergessen. Ha! Oh, guck mal. City Library, los geht's, komm. Tutorial, wissen wir doch schon alles.
No thanks. Ballet is not my kind of scene. Nah, I got one at home. That an actual avocado tree? Sure looks the part.
Keine Ahnung.
So apparently if there's a fire, I'm supposed to run through those gigantic double doors 10 feet away. Phew, I'm saved. A plaque with some prominent donors. Interestingly, Deborah Sinclair is listed here.
Mhm.
Ugh, plenty of bad memories from this place. Being forced here for school was the worst. The old librarian lady was the meanest hag you could imagine, and she had it out for me from the start.
Librarian. Computer. Post office boxes, magazine rack.
Hi, I need some help, please.
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Quite a bit. Do you have a more specific line of inquiry?
What do you know about the murder?
What do you know about the murder?
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat, stabbed to death.
Yeah.
The police say the MO was similar to the other victims, with the shattered mirror and all that.
Where's this writer's retreat located exactly?
There's an area called Bear Creek, just on the border of the national park. Sinclair owned a small cabin there.
All right, got it. That's a decent drive, so I think I'll head out there tomorrow.
No location added. Er hat so leichte Massenmörder-Vibes, oder? Ersten Menschen, den man sieht. Hauptverdächtiger. What kind of books did Deborah write?
What kind of books did Deborah write?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years, but her main bulk of work could probably be defined as horror, mystery, or a combination of the two. Afflicted, Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Ja,
Huh, okay.
lustig.
Was she working on a new book when she died?
I believe so, yes. But I don't have any details to share.
Ja.
Was Deborah a popular author?
Oh, yes. Even before her death. Afterwards, her popularity has reached astronomical levels.
I can imagine. Borrowing one of her books now is out of the question, right?
Correct. 6 months wait minimum.
Yeah, I figured. What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully. Perhaps in some part due to her roots. Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion. She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but God knows tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she ever clarified that matter to the public. If you are curious to learn more, I would highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oh, I might check that out. Thanks for the information. What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of
Ja, das
perhaps
hatten wir
in
schon.
some part due to her roots.
Ja,
She was childless.
Ja.
If you are
Oh, I might...
okay. Vielleicht frage ich ihn mal. Ach so? Was ist das hier? Ach so, cool.
I'm looking to find some information on the Soothsayer.
Ah. Quite a few people have taken an interest in that case lately.
That's so. Well, I'm not scared of a little competition. So, you got anything for me?
Yes. I would direct you to the microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. We have full scans of all of the major newspapers dating all the way back to the 50s.
Perfect. I should be able to browse those for some articles about the murders.
Indeed. If I may ask,
Ist das doch.
what is your own interest in the case?
Ein komischer Typ.
You probably heard there's a reward, right? I'm a PI, and money is tight, so...
I see. I suppose we each have our own ways to make a living.
Okay. So.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
Mörderschwein.
You can rent one of those if you lack a fixed address. Let's hope things don't come to that. A bunch of magazines. Mostly celebrity gossip, it looks like. If I need a book, I should use the computer.
Das ist eine Rede.
Some local hero from the Civil War, I think? Well, either that or Beethoven. That guy gets around.
Computer. Guter alter Drucker. Hier. Ein Kalender.
Okay, let's see here. It would take ages to look through all the microfilms since the killings began. So maybe I can figure out on what date the murder prior to Deborah's occurred. Hopefully I can deduce the date of the previous murder from the articles I picked up at the office. When I have a good date written down, I can view the corresponding microfilm and look for useful information. Microfilms containing images of scanned newspapers. They're organized by calendar date.
Okay. Da kann ich die dann reinpacken. Ja. Map.
Some antique world map centered on the US. 1800s, maybe? Anything I print should appear here. I think that includes...
Ja, ja. Computer. Name habe ich schon wieder vergessen. Wie heißt sie denn nochmal? Deborah. Bums. Book Title. Komm hier. Nicht Unleashed. Unbound. Ups. Deborah Sinclair, Stephen Collins, blah, 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 blah. Unavailable. Synopsis. Deborah Sinclair's long-awaited autobiography. Stephen Collins? Kollege Stephen Collins. Steven? Wie heißt sie? Deborah Sinclair. Muss ich mir merken. Stephen Collins' award-winning depiction of a botched bank robbery told by a group of unreliable narrators. In this captivating story about a bank robber, a nurse held hostage, a journalist, and a hostage negotiator, Collins masterfully weaves his twists and turns, always keeping the reader at the edge of the cible. Though never officially confirmed, the Mauve affair has been rumored to contain ghost-written chapters by several other authors. Okay. Ein Versager. Deborah Sinclair. Wait. What? Debra? Debra? Oh Gott. Ich weiß es doch nicht. Ja. Ui. Dead ends meat. Okay. Evermore. Bla bla bla. Age Fright. Oh, der hat aber viel geschrieben. Oh, Storm Chaser. Publication Date. Das muss ich mir merken, das ist wichtig. An dem Tag wurde die andere Frau umgebracht. Stand im Newspaper. Guck mal, mein Gehirn funktioniert ganz gut. Okay. Da mein Gehirn dann am Ende doch nicht so gut funktioniert, mache ich lieber ein Foto davon, bevor ich wieder diese wenigen Zahlen vergesse. Also. 4,25. Ich finde es so zum Kotzen, dass die Amis den Tag in die Mitte setzen. Ich finde es so zum Kotzen. Also 4,25, 1987. Kann sich jeder merken. Kein Problem. Hä? Was du meinst? Ich dachte...
Microfilms containing images of scanned newspaper.
Mach ich das jetzt?
It's one of those advanced.
Ja.
We're still in May. It doesn't make sense to browse any later dates. Alright, I've got a date written down. I can use that to find the corresponding microfilm.
Ja, nee, weil das Jahr nicht stimmt.
Yeah, this date should be good. I'll search through a week or so of microfilms, starting from the date I've written down. Hopefully I can find some useful information on the previous victim.
Na gut.
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
I'll have these printed.
Soll mir reichen.
Alright, rinse and repeat. I should try to determine the previous microfilm date based on the information in these new pages. That way I can make my way back from article to article, victim to victim, until I get all the way to the first murder. Let's see here.
Jane Doe. Soothsayer burns Jane Doe alive. The infamous Soothsayer has cranked up the heat on his killing spree That latest victim, a young woman in her early 20s, was determined to have been brutally burned alive on Constance Hill. The deaths occurred on the night of April 25th. Due to the state of the remains, Jane Doe's identity has been difficult to ascertain. Despite indications of dental work on the corpse, there were no matching dental records anywhere on the city, leading police to believe that the woman was not a local. Lack of a struggle could mean that the victim was incapacitated, but the condition of the body gives little clarity on that matter. Picking a public site like this was a risky proposition for the Soothsayer, but he may have banked on the fact that distant witnesses would assume that the fire came from the nearby fire pit. Major Adams offered his comment. As unpleasant as it is, I must ask you to be patient. Let Ed, Cassidy's chief of police, Edgar Mitchell Brown, and his team do their job. KPD has my full confidence in this matter, and City Hall stands vigilant to assist in any way he can. For our extensive coverage of the previous victim, Deacon Townsend, see issue 842. The Soothsayers claimed the fourth victim, an unidentified woman estimated to have been 18 years old, or her charred remains were found on the outskirts of Cassidy, near the overlook at Constance Hill. The cause of death is yet to be determined. The Soothsayer victims do not seem to share any obvious similarities in terms of gender, age, occupation, or social class. Okay, and the killing method, locations, and disposal of the bodies are all different. However, the killings have all occurred within the greater Cassidy area over a period of 3 months, which would indicate that the Soothsayer is somewhat local to the area. In related news, the Cassidy chief of police has recently announced that the investigation of these killings will be taken over by the newly created Soothsayer Task Force. Edgar Mitchell Brown said the following during a press conference on April 26. As of May 1st, the so-called Soothsayer slayings will be investigated by the dedicated task force of 8 senior detectives handpicked from various divisions at the Cassidy Police Department. Rest assured that this elite group has every resource at their disposal. When asked whether or not the FBI would be involved, Mitchell Brown replied, "There's no federal jurisdiction in this case. I have no further comment. We'll take it. The Gazette has frequently criticized the Cassidy Police Department for their errors in the past, but credit where credit is due. This is a step in the right direction." Okay. Oopsie boops. Jane Doe.
I know where Constance Hill is, but that's a fair distance from the city. Better save it for tomorrow. For now, I'll put Jane Doe on hold and see what I can find about the previous murder victim.
Nee, das ist ja nur für Bücher. Okay. Am Datum komme ich nicht weit.
Microfilms containing images.
Ich brauche... Na doch. Ich brauche das Magazin. Und zwar... Gazette. Deacon Townsend. Warte mal. Vielleicht war das zufälligerweise auch ein Autor. Icon? Ja. Und Townsend.
A bunch of magazines. One more thing.
Yes?
What do you know about Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer victim?
Apart from Deborah Sinclair, I can't offer much insight on the Soothsayer victims.
Bitch.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well.
Komme ich denn jetzt an die Ausgaben, die früheren Ausgaben der Zeitung, wenn ich kein Datum habe?
Anything? It's one of those microfilms containing images of scanned.
Okay. Ach so, guck mal. Weekly News, okay, 845 und wir brauchen 842. Das sind 3 Wochen. Kann man nicht rechnen. 842. 842 sind 3 Wochen und 3 Wochen sind, jeder weiß, 21 Tage. Und 29 minus 21. 8.
Yes, this should be the right date. Okay, let's have a look.
Ja. Lesen. Soothsayer stages suicide of prolific deacon. We are sad to report that a third member of our community has been taken out by the so-called Soothsayer, who appears to be Cassidy's first serial killer. The victim's name was Benedict Townsend, age 51. Our sources say that his death occurred on April 3rd, and that Townsend was likely murdered in a staged suicide by hanging. Townsend oder Townsend? Weiß man nicht. Townsend served as a deacon at the King of Kings Catholic Church, an old congregation dating back to the early 1900s. He was a beloved figure in the community, well known for his voluntary work. The Deacon, ein Dekan. Ist so? Ich dachte, ein Dekan wäre an Universitäten. Aber gut. Eine kirchliche Sache. Reverend Hugh Winters, the pastor of the King of Kings, had the following to say: My heart aches for Ben's soul and everything he had left to give to the world, but I take some comfort. The fact that he is with the Lord now. Das ist immer so ein dummer Spruch, ne? Wie schön, dass er tot ist, er ist jetzt bei seinem Herrn. And for the person, or persons who did this to my friend, know that there will be a reckoning. Murder is a sin, most vile, and God sees all. The King of Kings remains open as the crime occurred in the adjacent rectory building. However, the rectory will remain under lock and key until properly consecrated. Nichts Wichtiges? Soothsayer linked to 3 murders, serial killer on the loose. 3 killings in 2 months connected by foreboding signature. Deacon Benedict Townsend, age 51, was found dead early on April 4th. In the rectory of the King of the Catholic Church, the cause of death was determined to be hanging, but suicide has been ruled out by the KPD. An anonymous police source had the following to say: somebody else was involved. The positioning of the body and other logistics don't add up if he was alone. This scenario is eerily similar to that of Eric Holloway, the postman who met his demise on that ominous full moon night last month. His death was initially treated as a suicide, but later revised to homicide. Und da haben wir doch schon den nächsten Tipp für das nächste Opfer. Eric Holloway. Now, the Gazette brings you the exclusive scoop. Both of these killings, as well as the brutal stabbing of nurse Rose Taylor back in February, are linked by an object left at the scene, a shattered obsidian mirror, colloquially referred to as a scrying mirror. What the fuck? These mirrors have been used since ancient times to see the future or communicate with the spirit world. That the Soothsayer responsible for these murders have a religious motive. Guck mal, hat das wieder was mit unserer komischen Vergangenheit in Teil 1 zu tun? Apropos Zukunft sehen. Und okkulten Scheiß. Thors continues, it's a signature. This killer is no hack. He hasn't left any other forensic evidence that can be traced back to him. So the mirror has to be deliberate. Townsend was a well-liked figure in the community, known for his charity work, and a long-time member of the church. Cassidy Chief of Police Edgar Mitchell Brown gave the following comment: "We are not classifying these homicides as serial offenses at this time, but trust we have our finest on the case. We urge our readers to demand that Mitchell Brown recognizes that the citizens of Cassidy have been cursed with our first serial killer in recorded history." Crying mirrors. Ja. Und noch eine. Ja. King of Kings.
Okay, I'll make sure to look into that church later and maybe find the address. For now, let's move on to victim number 2.
Vollmond. Ich habe mir Vollmond gemerkt. Woche vorher Vollmond, war das so? Also, wir hatten gerade den der Vollmond davor war also im März. Ist ein Vollmond? Gucken wir mal.
I'm on the right track with this date, but I think I've got the full moon and the new moon confused.
Okay, danke. Das ist nett, oder? Da haben sie einfach nicht irgendwie nur Niete gemacht, sondern wir wissen, wie blöd ihr seid. Nicht gut.
Yes, this should be the right date.
Let's see. Prominent suicide morphs into homicide. Initially reported as a suicide, the death of Eric Holloway on March 12 has been officially reclassified by KPD as a homicide. Since the public death occurred, multiple reliable witnesses have come forward claiming that the victim was pushed off the roof of the building or Verdon Street. Da habe ich schon mal eine Adresse. However, there are no details. Warte mal kurz. Ich mache mir lieber ein Foto, nachher muss ich mir das merken. Das muss ich mir nicht merken. Quatsch. However, there are no detailed descriptions of the perpetrator, likely due to the limited illuminations of the roof area at night. Holloway led a quiet and simple life, working as a mailman for the city and is said to have been well liked by his peers. However, There are unverified reports of mental health problems related to the death of his fiancée last year. Fiancé last year, okay. Okay. Psycho-Scheiße. Die ist auch gestorben. Komisch. Zufall. Police sources told us that there are links to the brutal mortal stabbing of nurse Rose Taylor on Statehood Day, but were reluctant to share further details of an ongoing investigation. Und da haben wir doch wieder ein Datum versteckt. Grimfall under the full moon. On Thursday, March 12th. Jetzt ist wieder... Ach, komm, ich will nicht zweimal dasselbe lesen. A 32-year-old man leapt from the roof of a 4-story apartment, instantly killing himself on the pavement below, making a grisly spectacle for neighbors and bystanders alike. Friends and neighbors claim that the victim had struggled with the death of his girlfriend, but no suicide note has been recovered. Events like this reiterate that mental health and grief counseling should be a national concern. Yeah. With more resources available for vulnerable people in crisis, if you or anyone you know is having suicidal thoughts, you can reach the National Suicide Hotline. Oh, ja, finde ich gut so. Schön, feini. Einen haben wir noch.
Eric's address isn't too far away, but I should learn all I can here before I visit any of the crime scenes.
Ein
Coming up
Opfer.
last, the very first victim of the Soothsayer.
Okay, St. Patrick's Day? Nee, was hatten wir? Statehood Day.
Yes, this should be the...
Ja. Satanist responsible for mortal slaughter? A brutal stabbing occurred at the Azure Sky Motel on February 5th, and our sources now say that there is an occult angle to the killing, with some sort of artifact left on the scene. The husband of the victim was briefly detained but released a day later. Law enforcement claims that he remains a person of interest, however, and confirmed that the cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the chest. Cool. Mortal murder modifies management. Mortal murder modifies management. Fantastisch. Okay, Rose, found dead. Stabbed to death, blood everywhere. Okay, like a goddamn butcher room. City's going to hell. You go ahead and print that. Neighbors report hearing a commotion from the room. Taylor survived by her husband and 2 children, who have declined a request to be interviewed. Okay. Hab alles. Ganze Menge.
All right, that should be everything on the microfilms. I think I'll continue to focus on gathering information today and then head to each of the murder sites tomorrow.
Eine gute Idee. If you need help with what to do next, try opening your notebook and query your active tasks. Hier und er hier, ne? Der Librarian. Das ist der Scheißmörder. Sehen. What's that?
That an actual avocado?
Moped! Ein LKW-Fahrer. Oh. Erstmal das Telefonbuch knappen. Auch ein paar Adressen. Okay.
Nope, nothing. Maybe I'll have more luck with the church.
So King of Kings.
Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow. I think it's time to see what I can find about the Azure Sky Motel. It's likely in this phone book here. Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit makes sense. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas left in the bike. Nope. Lots of Taylors in there, but no Rose. I guess that makes sense, seeing as how this phone book was issued a couple months after her death. I have his address already.
Den hier noch?
Nope.
Okidoki. Telefon.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel, your oasis in Cassidy. How may I help you?
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right, then.
Rose Taylor.
So, I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February? Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the papers. No, you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Understood. So, what about the next of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone. No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually.
Stimmt, ja.
I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator and a renowned one at that. Ever hear of the Whitmore affair?
That does sound familiar.
Well, that was me. Now, here's a friendly piece of advice. Choose the path of least resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson. Orson Taylor.
Watson.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. What can you tell me about Orson Taylor, Rosa?
Nothing much. Like I said,
Okay.
like you'd expect. Messed up. Couple of kids, too. Breaks my heart, truth be told.
So, if Rose was married and had 2 children, what was she doing in your motel?
Oops.
Now that's the million-dollar question, ain't it? You'll get no answer from me. Even if I could keep track of all of our tenants, I don't make a habit of sticking my nose in their personal affairs.
Huh. Was she a regular then?
Not really, just a couple of bookings in January and February. Look, I think I've said enough. Any other questions? We need to wrap this up. I've got calls on the other line.
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Only that our psycho killer enjoys breaking them around his victims, but I have no interest in understanding a nut like that.
Oh ja. Just
That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
All right, found the husband's number. Here's hoping he's willing to talk to me.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye. I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims. Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the Soothsayer out of all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit.
Eileen? Sie ist Journalistin geworden. Sie ist Journalistin geworden, was Richtiges, was Ordentliches. Und ich bin der ranzige Privatdetektiv geworden.
All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing.
I'm back, bitch. Erstmal klaue ich hier das Tesafilm.
Hey, Art,
A roll of tape.
what's a synonym
Might come in handy.
for disappointing?
Your outfit?
Now that's just mean.
Sorry, Summers, couldn't resist. Let me think. Disheartening, dismaying,
Apostel, oh weia, ich hab Angst. Das ist ein Clip.
I think I'm looking for
Lip
a
gucke ich mir
stronger
später.
statement.
Then I'd go with depressing, distressing, or maybe demoralizing.
Demoralizing. Yes, perfect. Thanks, Art.
Anytime, kiddo.
Nah, I'm not that desperate. Looks like Eileen printed some business cards for herself.
Word space is acting up again. What was that stupid shortcut to reset the layouts?
Control-Shift-L, I think.
Oh, what the
Practice,
heck?
speaker.
Now it's freaking...
Try hitting escape.
Oh. Alright then. Whew.
Okay. Hi, Frog.
Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy? I'm on a deadline here.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Sie ist so heiß.
Ouch.
Oh.
Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Let's hear it then.
Und dann dieses provokante Kreuz. Ja, also. Eieiei.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
The serial killer? But... Oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Oh, brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Don't be like that.
No, don't even go there. Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the radio.
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case?
Haben die jetzt gebumst
Teaming
oder
up,
nicht?
just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me, remember?
I'll unfire you?
Yeah, right. How do you even know you'll get that reward?
Ich hab sie
This
gefeuert?
is Cassidy we're talking about.
Okay, dann
I
waren
was
das
thinking the
doch
same
kein
thing, but
Pärchen?
Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Of course you are. It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that. So, speaking of my, needs, what do you know about Cassidy's most prolific murderer?
Not much. You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
Jetzt muss ich doch mal gucken hier. Was hast du ja für einen Tipp gebastelt?
What was she doing in your motel?
Ums.
That's the $1 million.
So, if Rose was married and had 2 children, what was she doing in your motel?
Ums.
That's the
Okay, ich finde es ganz fantastisch. Finde mich sehr lustig. Taschengnom, ist das schon wieder ein Gruß oder war das ist das noch das aus dem alten Chat? Ist der Taschengnom denn jetzt da? Auf jeden Fall, nein, wenn das ein neues Gruß ist, dann sage ich Gruß zurück, guten Tag. So, okay. Wer ist heißer? Ich weiß nicht, auf unterschiedliche Art und Weise. Wir haben so auf ihre Art und Weise was, ne? Sind wirklich, ja, und beide. Das ist gleichwertig, würde ich sagen. Sommersprossen hier auch, ne, mit dem Kreuz. Aufhören! Nicht alles sexualisieren.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
Mhm.
What do you know about the woman who was burned alive by the Soothsayer?
Oh, nothing. I hope that horrible demon is caught soon.
Oh, das haben sie übrigens hier gut gemacht. Weil man hier so unendlich viel durchklicken muss. Kurze Antworten. Das ist gut.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the murdered deacon?
I don't know anything about that poor man.
Hey, you're a Christian. What does a deacon actually do?
It depends on the denomination, but a deacon belongs to a church and can practically do the same work as a priest, with the exception of sermons and rites.
Mhm.
Interesting, thanks. Are you familiar with scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Yep. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today. My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd talk your ear off about it.
Oh? Sounds great. Where can I find her?
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay? She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure, not a problem. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not. My family, we're Protestants.
Do you know anything about Eric Holloway, one of the Soothsayer victims?
Not really. I'm sure you know more about him than me.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
She worked as a nurse, I think. Other than that, I don't know much.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar. I don't know anything else about it, though.
I don't want to ask her about that. I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
That's Klebeband.
Hey, do you mind if I borrow some tape, E?
Fine.
Das ist meins. Meins. Und eine Karte will ich auch.
Hey, E, can I have one of your cards?
Sure, go ahead.
Und ich will den Frosch.
Cute little frog. E has had that thing as long as I've known her.
I adore this new office. Finally out of that gloomy dungeon, hey Art?
You could say that again. I bitched to McAvoy about that moldy cave for a decade, but it wasn't until you rookies... What the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh.
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring your stuff.
Uh-huh. Why don't you do that from where I can see you?
Fine, yeesh. Art Hopkins, just the man I need to see.
That's so. This better be good.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
What do I know? I made the Soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
Oh, wow. So, what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
Can't blame a girl for trying. You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand.
Mhm.
I got a juicy new lead, too.
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
Nice try. I'm not gonna slip up. Word of advice, go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the Soothsayer to the big boys.
Ach, an die erinnert sie mich. Hier, an Netflix-Serie. Jessica... Oh, wie heißt sie denn nochmal? Jessica... Dingensbubsen. Die so stark ist. Superheldin. Mit Nick Cage. Wisst schon. Was ist denn die Serie nochmal? Jessica... Jones! Jessica Jones, genau. Da ist sie so ein bisschen von abgeklaut.
I don't need to ask him about that.
Weißt du, eine coole Privatdetektivin mit Lederjacke. So, das war's auch schon, aber egal.
I don't want to show that to him.
Nee, ich will mit ihm ja keine Tipps tauschen.
Alright, that's all I needed.
Nicht wirklich.
Then.
Can I pick your brain for...
You're lucky.
Oh, das war Seite 2. Okay.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair? The most recent Soothsayer victim?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Certainly more than you. I'd be surprised if you ever picked up a book.
Ich mag ihn nicht.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
What do you know about the Azure Sky Motel?
Stop wasting my time. We both know you're just fishing for information about the Soothsayer.
Ja.
Alright, that's all I needed.
Okay then.
Hey E, one more thing.
Yeah?
What do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art. I'm not gonna mess with his story.
Schon.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
She respects Art too much to do a little digging, huh? That guy's a grade A asshole. It shouldn't take much to bring that out front and center.
How's that little beeping pal of yours?
Oh, you mean Agatha, my virtual pet?
Yes, that silly electronic Japanese thing.
She kinda died. I forgot her at home when I went to church.
My deepest condolences. Will there be a ceremony?
Very funny. It was a research project. You know I have to stay up to date on pop culture.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that, Summers.
Tamagotchi.
A bright red roll of tape that E was kind enough to lend me. It's Eileen's business card. Eileen Summers, junior reporter. Her work number here might be useful. I'll add it to my notebook.
Cool.
There's a Bible quote printed on the back. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32.
Amen.
Some old sports trophy. Guess Art was into that in his oh-so-distant youth. Of course, he's a green tea guy. Drinking coffee like a normal person would be much too sane. Oh, it says someone needs to rehome their cat. I'd be open to that, but Mildred would lose her shit. My fluffball needs her Lebensraum.
Lebensraum?
Oh, it says I'd be open to that, but Mildred would lose her shit. My fluffball needs her Lebensraum. I shouldn't push my luck. I remember that. Something about a corrupt church. When the story broke, the place was shut down and some of the higher-ups went to jail. Vintage, huh? I can respect that. The Cassidy Gazette, a mid-sized paper and one of the oldest still active in the city. Jeez, now that's a busy calendar. Cacti rule. Nah, I'm not that. Hey, E, one more thing.
Yeah?
Nah.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
Tschüssi. Komm wahrscheinlich gar nicht weg, ne? Ich muss hier erst noch das... Ah, egal. Schnaps mitnehmen?
Thanks for the headache, you.
Habe ich irgendwas Neues rausgefunden? Ich glaube nicht. Oder?
That doesn't make any sense to.
Nein, ich... Einfach nur so.
Art is one step ahead of me with the Soothsayer. I need to find out what his new lead is somehow. Maybe tomorrow. We just spoke.
Hm. Ja. Ich habe Klebeband. Und ich habe ihre Karte. Da habe ich die Nummer von ihr bekommen durch. Ich will, dass sie ihn scheiße findet.
Can I pick your brain for just a few more?
You're lucky I'm in a patient mood.
I don't want to show that to him. I don't want to show. All right, that's all I needed.
Okay, then.
I shouldn't push my luck. Cute little frog. A few family photos. Eileen's got a big Christian family. Man, her brother is a hunk. Wouldn't mind getting some of that. Hey, E, one more thing.
Yeah?
Hey, this is nice. Doesn't feel as cheap as mine.
Oh, thanks. I guess that's one of the perks of working at a paper. Access to quality printing.
What do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could...
No, Kathy.
Thanks for lending this...
No problem. Keep it. I've got like 4 of those. I wish they'd give me a quality camera like that. All I get to play with are budget knockoffs.
Ouch. Hang in there. I'm sure you'll get access to some quality hardware when you're more established.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Aha. Ich bin jetzt noch im Gespräch. Und das kann ich... über Dinge fragen. Okay.
Still keeping that little bugger around, huh?
Aha.
Oh, I wouldn't part with Ribbit for the
Das
world.
wurde nicht so richtig gut erklärt. Wenn man das jetzt unbedingt braucht, dann ist das ein bisschen schwierig, oder? Muss man doch irgendwie... Weiß ich nicht. Jetzt so zufällig drauf.
What's your opinion on Art?
Oh, he's a great journalist. I have a lot to learn from him.
But...
No buts, Kathy. Stop trying to stir up trouble.
So, I heard about this expose Art did on a church here in town.
Well, yes. It's not like Christians are immune to bad behavior.
I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask. This is a nice place you've got here.
I guess. Beats the basement office we had before.
I don't want to ask. So, how do you like working here at the Gazette?
It's fine.
That bad, huh? My condolences.
I shouldn't complain. I'm grateful to work at a real paper, but the stories they give a junior like me...
I get it. Things are rough at the bottom of the totem pole. What are you working on right now?
Well, it's a feature about this old lady with a very nice pottery collection.
Oof. I feel for you, E. Want to have a water cooler moment together?
I have a lot of work to do, Kathy. Get to the point, please.
Jeez, you're no fun. Hey, your brother is pretty hot. Mind if I...
Not a chance, Kathy.
Still keeping that...
Oh,
I'll let you get back to your work.
all right, see you later.
Jetzt, wo ich das weiß, muss einfach ihn
Can I pick...
You know,
über sie fragen.
How do you think Eileen is doing here?
I don't gossip about coworkers. Take that shit somewhere else.
That's quite the story you've got framed up there on that wall.
Oh, yes. One of my proudest accomplishments.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Oh. Must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
They're better off, believe me. I'd prefer to keep them out of organized religion altogether, but at least now they're no longer associated with goddamn criminals.
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah. 12 people charged, 9 convicted, and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
I sure did.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
Ahem.
Mhm.
It must have taken...
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
Mhm.
That's dedication. Lots of sermons to listen to, I take it?
Ugh, too many. I could feel my gray matter shrinking with every psalm, hymn, and other delusion thrown my way.
Ich glaube, das reicht, ne?
How do you think...
I don't...
All right.
Up.
Oof. I don't think Art's Eileen's favorite person right now. Hey, E.
Yeah?
I'll let you get back to...
All right.
Ah! Geklickt.
Hey, E.
Yeah?
Man, I'm itching to know what Art's new lead on the Soothsayer is.
I bet, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Not that he's been my favorite person lately.
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
Ja.
Well,
Mhm.
Pretty please.
okay, fine. I'll try, but no promises.
You're the best.
Either that or I'm just a slow learner.
Alrighty, it's getting late. I'm gonna get out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite alike.
Oh God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
Oh, sehr gut. Aufgehört zu rauchen. Nur
I
Alkohol.
have no
Das ist
doubt you'll be
okay.
able to resist the
Immerhin.
temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Mhm.
Rain Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Hey, E. What's up?
Oh, you know, just burning the midnight oil. So, I wanted to let you know that I found Art's new lead on the Soothsayer.
Amazing. Do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Zufällig ein Halluzinogen aus einer
Interesting.
roten Pflanze.
What type of drug?
Mhm.
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Never heard of that one. I better go ask Lionel.
Lionel, who is that?
My drug... Well,
Oh.
a friend of mine, that's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
My drug dealer.
Pretty much, but seriously, thanks, E. I owe you one.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, you know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Yeah, what about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Okie dokie. I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around.
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
Keine sexuelle Entspannung. Hab mich wohl vertan. Na, nur weil es zwei heiße Frauen sind, müssen die nicht miteinander
Hire,
rummachen.
huh? I better call the cop shop and ask Josh about that.
Na klar. Josh?
You've reached Detective Everett, Narcotics. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh? Let's meet and catch up. I have something I want to run by you. Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay, bye.
Wer ist denn Josh nochmal?
All right, I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot.
Noch ein paar Drogen kaufen. Nur ein ganz kleines bisschen Dreck. Wie er aussieht, ey.
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Not this time, buddy.
Bisschen Koks.
Oh, you broke?
Well, I am, but that's not...
Kokain also auch noch.
Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
Wie er
I don't want a
aussieht, ey.
fucking Coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
Oh, what's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
Ah,
Do you
ja.
know Pyre?
Oh yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular hard-working candy men.
Yeah. You're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, because it's some real candid camera shit. Every now and then, one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving them Pyre, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation then?
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Cassidy, trust me.
Who are these fiends then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me, no offense.
Haha. So you don't know anyone who could get Pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
No, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra-wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
I told you, I'm fucking broke, Lionel.
And I ain't deaf. We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging Pyre, you send the Love Lion a word.
Deal. Loaded guy's name, please.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. It's one of those, transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdu.
Verdu? That rings a bell. Some French family, right? Mine owners?
You tell me. Sounds about right.
Transgender? Ist das diese Woke Agenda, die unsere Videospiele kaputt macht? Sind wir wieder einmal an diesem Punkt? Ich meine, er ist ja auch schwarz, oder? Und die Hauptperson ist weiblich. Es ist schon sehr woke. Jetzt auch noch sowas?
So, what do you know about Hannah Verdu?
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side. The Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry club, if you can believe that.
I can. Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdu.
Yeah, I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style. So that poetry club, do you know where it is?
Southside, that's all I know. Never patronized myself.
Okay. Was können wir noch fragen, was halbwegs Sinn macht? Nö. Das vielleicht.
What do you know about Jane Doe, the unidentified Soothsayer victim?
Look, I don't know nothing about those murders.
Was ist das?
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Nothing. What is that? Some new age shit?
Hm. Okay. Genau was? Ne.
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
Bob.
All right, found an address. They're not open until Friday night, though. Guess I'll have to wait a couple of days. Ugh, I'm beat. You want to hit the sack, girl? Come on, then.
Titties. Offen.
So, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one.
Danke für den
It's nice
Follower.
having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me.
Der
I'm sure you still
Taschengnom.
have a couple of years of detective work
Jetzt
left in
auch
you.
hier.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on, Lucas?
What do you mean? Something wrong with my vacation outfit? I've always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
Ah, und jetzt kommt raus, der ist tot.
Okay, Kathy. Enough loitering. Time to get back out there. You've got places to be.
Paramon Kreel, Moinsen. Oh, Anrufband war da, guck eben.
Let's see here.
This is Orson Taylor. I only have one thing to say to you. Eat shit and die. Yeah, you heard me.
Das ist aber nicht nett.
I'm sick of being harassed by vultures like you. Stay the hell away from me and my family.
Ja, ja.
Yeah, I get it, bud. No need to be an asshole.
Okay.
Let's see what this other message says.
Hey, Josh here. Busy day today, but I'll swing by your office tonight after my shift. Alright? See you later.
That's better. Hopefully he can give me some insight on Pyre. Alright, that's it for messages.
Ja, dann würde ich mal sagen, hey, was ist das?
What's this? Pyre is the key. T. Damn. This T knows what I'm up to. The question is, are they friend or foe?
Okay. Guck mal, das ist auch so ein Obsidian-Spiegel. Tag 2. Und damit beenden wir unsere erste Session, würde ich sagen. Ich werde langsam ein bisschen müde. Ich könnte noch, ne? Aber ich habe morgen noch was vor. Ich will morgen Brot backen und so Döner Kebab machen. Aber selber. Ich habe so Fleisch eingelegt, so ganz geil gewürzt, in den Kühlschrank gepackt. Und morgen Morgen mache ich mir das Dönerbrot selbst. Und das Dönerfleisch warte ich schön an. Und dann so lecker. Und noch so ein Tzatziki oder sowas. Irgendwie was. Keine Ahnung. Das sind morgen ein Fest. Richtig Bock auf geiles Zeug fressen. So, normalerweise mache ich dann immer Pizza, aber ich dachte mir, muss ja auch mal was anderes geben. Oder, keine Ahnung, Tapas oder. Live im Stream. Ja. Da bräuchte ich noch so ein bisschen Equipment für. Ja, aber auf jeden Fall gefällt mir Case Rain 2 jetzt schon sehr gut. Und meinen Hass auf den ersten Teil muss ich wahrscheinlich wieder so ein bisschen abmildern, weil ich denke, jetzt werden natürlich die ganzen Fäden sich wieder irgendwie, dass die zusammenkommen. Ne? Also jetzt der Payoff, den ich im ersten Teil vermisst habe, der wird jetzt ja wahrscheinlich kommen. Ja, vielleicht im ganzen Gesamtbild wird es dann wieder ganz großartig. Die Optik, ne, also so geil aus. Ne? Also die Pixel-Art-Style hier ist noch geiler geworden. Noch geiler. Hab Bock drauf. Mal gucken, ob ich morgen weiterspiele. Ansonsten Montag ist wieder. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Und gute Nacht. Bis dann.